What's up?
Hello, Dustin. How are you?
I'm alive and well. How
Oh,
are you?
can you hear me?
Yes, this is Major Tom to ground control. I am reading you.
Awesome. Right. Okay. So we actually spoke a little bit a few days ago on making hell nervous, but it was for about 2 seconds, and Jeremiah kicked me out of the call, and so we didn't really get to actually continue our conversation. And so I had a bit I wanted to speak about with that, but I've also heard a few other conversations you had as well. So we'll touch on that a bit later. But let's pick up from where we left off the other day, which was talking about your church experience and your gay pride. I brought up the fact that you'd said that you didn't like pride flags at your church. What's that about? Where's that coming from?
Well, what I said was I wasn't going to go to a church where there's a pride flag. I didn't say I didn't like
Right.
them. I didn't say they couldn't be there. I didn't have an issue with them putting them in the church. What the issue is, I don't feel comfortable being around people who don't understand what the Bible plainly says. I don't know what your problem is as far as that goes. What's the issue?
Well, I mean, you specifically said you felt uncomfortable about pride flags, like
I
rainbow
feel
flags.
uncomfortable about pride flags. Yes.
Why?
In a church.
Because all that means is, especially for a church, right? It just means LGBTQ people are welcome in our space. We're an inclusive church. We want everyone to come and feel like this is a place for us to come and pray. Why would that be an issue for you as a Christian, as someone who is meant to also believe in that sort of communal spirit and such?
Just don't expect me to be there. It's not a problem.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. If it's not a problem, why would you say, "Oh, I'm not going to show up if that pride flag's there"?
Well, I mean, I don't know how many ways I can say this because I don't feel comfortable being around people that don't see the plain language of the Bible and understand what it means.
What's the plain language of the Bible got to do
Man
with
shall not lay with man; it is an abomination. I mean, what?
Which passage is that? Because that's talking about a different thing to people being gay.
Oh, whatever, man. Your interpretation is your interpretation. My interpretation is my interpretation. You know what the difference between you and me is?
What's the
difference?
I'm
not trying to correct you about yours.
Okay, but you saying you won't go to church because of LGBTQ people
has what to do with you in your life?
Well, it has an amount of it because you are influenced by these things to.
Have I answered your question to
attack the LGBTQ community and such?
Attack? And by what mean did I attack them? By saying I wouldn't go to a church where their flag was? How is that an attack?
Well, I mean, that has an effect on the community that you're in, right? I mean,
what's the effect?
For as much as your presence is, I'm not sure how important.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Can we move on? There's
at the same time, Dustin.
Zero effect if I support or if
of course there's an effect. You voted for a person that actively attacks the LGBTQ community.
Attacks. By what means do I attack a community? What do you mean?
No, I said you voted for someone who did.
Dustin, so your vote translates into so we have a difference of opinion, so I'm bad.
It's not a difference of opinion, Dustin. It's just fact that when you support Republicans in the far right,
it is a fact that we have a different
negative consequences. If we're not going to engage with it any further than just a difference of opinion, then there's not really much to.
There's nothing to talk about in the first place, bro. Look, again,
of course there is.
What's the conversation? Are you trying to lambaste me into agreeing with you, or are you asking me about how
I'm asking you, Dustin, about why you think it's why you're so uncomfortable about a flag. You say about, oh yes, I'm a Christian, so I thought this. Christians are meant to all be kind and love each other and such, right? You're meant to have the word of God as your belief, as your faith, right? So why would you take issue with your church trying to help more people come and actually see this? Right? Why would this even be an issue for you? Really?
I'm sorry. What was that last part?
Like, why would you care that people of different sexual orientations and such to come to your church. You should be pleased about that, because
is your real question,
if you believe
is your
in
real
Christianity,
question is your real question, why do I have the balls to say it out loud where you can hear it?
Not what I asked you, Dave. Dustin, sorry. My real question is what I've just said. Why would you care that someone chooses to put a pride flag in the church when you, as a Christian, if you believe in those values?
I'll answer this question again, but I want you to listen to me thoroughly. I do not wish to be around people who do not see a plain language reading of the Bible and do not understand it. It's not that I am trying to tell the church what to do. I'm not trying to tell a community what to do. I am excluding myself from a community where I personally do not feel comfortable. It's not about fear. It's not about bigotry. It's not about racism. It's simply about, I find this chair uncomfortable and I'm going to not sit here. So
because you've misinterpreted the
I misinterpreted what exactly? What did I misinterpret?
The passage that says love thy neighbor. You've chosen to leave the church because
sometimes the best thing you can do for someone that you love is leave them the fuck alone. What the fuck are you talking about? I am not a person to be around. I am not a person to be around these type of people.
Because you don't love them, because you're not a loving person.
Because I am just not a good person to be around people. I don't get along with people.
That's not an inherent thing, Dustin.
What do you mean? What difference would it make if it was? What fucking difference would that make if it was?
You're saying you're not good to be around people. You said the reason you left the church was because there were gay people there. Those aren't the same thing.
I never said I left a church because there was gay people there. I said I wouldn't go to a church where there was gay people. There's a difference.
You said that pride flags were put up at your church, and therefore you didn't want to go to it. No,
that's not what I said. And see, this is how little you listen to what I say. This is how little you listen to what I say. You just took offense with the part that you thought I was saying, right?
What did you say, Dustin?
I said I don't have a church because all of the churches around me have LGBTQ flags. It's just it's like hanging a sign out front. All are welcome but me. Okay. Now I know I know you have an issue with that interpretation. I get it. But fuck you. I don't care. Okay. Now have I answered your question? Have I answered your question sufficiently?
Not really, Dustin. Because from the sounds of it,
missing?
If these churches didn't have pride flags on them, you would want to go to the church. Is what you're saying?
Not necessarily. I mean, I have a lot of criteria that I go through in order to find a proper church.
What's the criteria?
I mean, for one, they can't be talking in tongues. I'll turn the fuck around and walk the fuck out. Anybody comes at me with a snake, I'm gonna swing at you. I don't know. There's a list of things that I don't know. Why? What difference does it make?
Why? I don't quite understand. Talking in tongues is a bit ambiguous, right? That could be anything,
right?
Oh yes, of course people don't like people who aren't honest, but what would that look like for you? Because from the sounds of it, it's just.
I mean, are you an atheist or are you a Christian?
So does that matter to what I'm asking you?
A little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm an atheist. I wouldn't say I believe. However, I've got plenty of Christians in my family.
When's the last time you've been to church?
Right. So a few years ago.
A few years ago? Are you bigoted?
How about you?
Are you bigoted?
When was the last time you went to a church?
I mean, I guess that depends on what you would consider a church. In my opinion, anywhere there are two or more gathered in his name, there's church. So I don't know.
A church. Well, okay, like a church, like an actual place that is on Google Maps.
That's the thing. I don't think that churches are churches anymore. You remember when Jesus chased out all the money changers from the temple? Do you think that there was a reason for that?
Absolutely. It's a good connection. One of the things I wanted to talk about, actually, the idea that actually many of the core tenets of your religion are quite left-wing, and that there's a bit of a contradiction between that and voting for someone like Trump, which you can come on to in a little bit.
What the fuck? What?
Sorry?
What? What? You don't know anything about me.
I
You
didn't
don't know the
say
first
anything
thing
about you
about
then.
me, dude. You really don't. You don't know the first thing about me. Or I mean, maybe you
What
know
is that
something about
based
my
on?
religion, but you don't know the first thing about me. Okay,
Have I
like
claimed to know anything about you,
you
Justin?
kind of. You're like you called me a bigot.
Well, you said you wouldn't go to a church, or you said that you didn't want to go to these churches because you saw they're hanging up pride flags, which is
How does
something
that
which
make
would
me
signify that
bigoted?
you're bigoted.
That doesn't
Well,
make me
you said
bigoted.
a second ago that you've interpreted the Bible to say that gay people shouldn't, be gay, which is a bigoted thing
I
to
didn't
say.
say
It's
that. When
homophobic.
did I say that? What?
You said that you said the Bible says that gay people can't be
The
gay.
Bible does say that. Am I
It doesn't
wrong?
say that.
No, the
You've
Bible doesn't say
misinterpreted
that.
it.
The Bible doesn't
It
say
doesn't
that
say
man
that, no.
shouldn't lay with man, that that's an abomination. Okay. Well,
You've taken the wrong
I don't
conclusions
know,
from those
bro.
passages,
Maybe
Justin.
my reading comprehension's just that bad. I don't know. I can live with that world though. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I don't think you can live in that world. And I don't know why. I don't know why how I feel about something has any effect on you at all.
Well, it does, Justin, because the
Why?
way that people exist in the world, that
What?
for every one person that holds a homophobic view, there's an increased chance that that translates into a negative consequence for people who are LGBTQ, who are ultimately everyone in society to some degree. Like we're all affected by it. When you choose,
that sounds remarkably
when
unhealthy to me.
no,
Yeah.
so on the stream that we were on with Jeremiah was saying that Trump represented his Christian values more than other people did. And that translates into violence against marginalized people and terror.
that is such a huge leap of logic. Well, you're gonna have to explain that to me. What is the matter?
Okay.
Like I'm looking at a blackboard right now. It make this dot connect with that dot and make it make sense to me.
So Dustin, the person who you voted for and others is part of a movement which sees LGBTQ people, as you have just described a second ago, as sinful and bad and such. And so that means that they take away protections, they defund programs for them, they take the education of these matters outside of schools, they send militias and the police and such after communities and such. They ban their signs and symbols and such from being displayed in public. They incarcerate them. They kill them. These are things which the GOP openly express. These are things that Trump has openly expressed, and they're things that happen every day because of the power Republicans get from government and such, which they get through people like yourself who vote for them because they're scared of gay people, or because they have this misguided interpretation of religious passages but don't say what they think they do. That's why it matters.
It is a strange.
That's why
it is a strange and enchanted world you live in, my friend. I don't even
Could
know.
you actually engage with what
know.
I've said?
I have no idea where to go with any of that.
Well, you could try responding instead of making a response
you
like that.
pretty much pigeonholed the conversation. So where am I supposed to go with that? What
you could engage with it a bit more.
You essentially are calling me a name, right? And you're doing so behind the protection of
I've given you an explanation for why I've called you what I called you.
Well, no, but I don't.
But you've openly admitted it.
You're not. Look, if you're gonna, I let you yak. Let me speak, okay? Can I say something?
Floor's yours, Dustin.
Thank you. You essentially want to sit here and call me a name, okay? Because of an opinion that has not a fucking thing in this world to do with you. Nothing. Bro, it has not a fucking thing in this world to do with you. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about matters with people in the third person. Granted, it was on a platform, and granted, it was on a live, and I am willing to address these issues. But the idea that I owe you an explanation of any kind is sad and insane. Almost to a clinical degree. You, sir, should be checked.
No.
You should be checked mentally. You have a.
I think when you say things in public,
you are not qualified to tell me about my mental position. Not even in the least. And the idea that you think you're going to grandstand and lecture to me right now about my personal opinion, when it has, and I can't stress this enough, literally no effect on you.
That's not true.
It's fucking insane to me.
That's incorrect, Dustin. You made these
Okay.
opinions, Dustin. You made these opinions public on a public channel, and so as you've just said, you therefore stand to be criticised for it, especially when, as I've explained,
I'm addressing it, aren't I?
the actions.
But the fact that
Yeah,
I
so
don't owe you
there's
an
no-
explanation, dude.
Never said you did, Dustin, but at the same time, you say things in public, people are going to respond to it, right? Equally, as I've explained, the reason people will call you a bigot and say these things is because of the very real consequences they have. I mean, you, for all you say, oh, this is just my decision, it's only me. Ultimately, the other things you've said in connection to this sort of conversation have an impact. I mean, you say many things about how you have lived your life and such. You say many things about how you believe the world should be. That has an impact on people, especially when, as we've said,
I think you're
the GOP
mislabeling me the phobia.
So, well, it is a phobia.
I think
isn't
you're
it?
the one who's phobic.
Causes you anxiety. You said yourself there are many reasons you wouldn't go to a church, and a pride flag's one of them.
I think you're
Therefore,
phobic.
that causes you some anxiety.
I think you're afraid of my opinion.
Sorry, your opinion is bad.
I think you're afraid of my opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
what makes it bad though?
one.
What makes it bad? The fact that other people agree with me? What am I missing?
It is directly connected to genocide and the murder of LGBTQ people, Dustin. So it is.
Show me where.
Sorry,
show me where.
I've already.
Show me a picture. Show me anything.
If you go back 5 minutes, Dustin, in this conversation, then you'll hear. You can go back and listen to it on your own video if you'd like. You'll hear the reasons I gave, but the mass incarceration, the destruction of education,
you have a bunch of claims with no evidence.
Violence. Sorry, well, if you'd like, how do I share screens?
I'm not exactly very familiar. I think you have permission to share because most people share without. You're
right,
already big.
I'll put some stuff in the chat for people if want to read it. Give me a moment. Let's see. There's one.
What was my claim, Raptor? That I don't want to go to a church with an LGBTQ flag?
Let's see.
What claim, Raptor?
There's 3. Like, these things are really not that hard to find, Dustin. I mean, instead of getting frustrated about it.
I'm not on a crusade. I'm not on a crusade to solve the world's problems. That's your problem.
Maybe you should be, Dustin.
Bro, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
Dustin?
Listen to me.
John Dustin,
I am not on a crusade to solve the world's problems. It's not on me to be daddy wallet for people like you who want education programs for people who claim that they're disabled because they're LGBTQ. I'm not daddy wallet. I work my ass off every day. I pay my taxes one leg at a time, just like every other American with a fucking job. You don't deserve my tax dollars. You don't deserve
them. Dustin, you shouldn't be voting for Trump, who wastes your tax money.
Shut the fuck up. Bro, Trump's been in government for 4 years total in the future.
Yeah, and he's crashed your economy.
You can't blame him.
Billions,
you cannot blame him. You cannot blame him for a lifetime, for 200 years of government
committing genocide overseas.
Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. You're not even on the same line.
Money.
What the fuck are you even talking about? Shut the fuck up, dude.
I can't hear what you're saying, Dustin. You're shouting.
Yeah, I am shouting because it's fucking stupid. What do you mean?
Is it stupid, Dustin?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you shouldn't. You're saying, oh, yes, I work hard, and then your president's gone and spent, wasted billions on blowing up things in Iran.
You're not getting anywhere, okay?
Not getting anywhere.
If you want to talk about Trump, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't care, okay?
You just said I work hard,
different from the last 30 fucking presidents.
Dustin. Bro. Oh, I agree. You've got a very bad political system that wastes money on. I agree, Dustin.
Dude,
Trump has exacerbated that though, with many of the other things as well.
Bro,
you just said, Dustin. You just said, I work really hard
about something I care about, bro.
So, Dustin, you just said a second ago, I work really hard. My taxpayer money. I work hard for my job. And then the money you pay in taxes has been taken away from schools and transport and things that actually matter and put towards planes blowing up schools in Iran or ICE detaining random people.
I don't necessarily support that, but you don't have evidence for it.
Yes, No, but okay, but Dustin, if you don't support it, what's the logical thing to
'cause
then?
I don't
take these
necessarily
premises?
I don't believe not for one second that a school was blown up by an American bomb.
Then you're
And even
denying
if it
reality,
was,
Dustin.
it was
It's
probably
common
bought
knowledge.
by the Saudis or some fucking stupid. I don't know, bro.
So you don't care about the
Look.
dead children,
War
Dustin,
is
but your tax
messy.
per
Are
money
you gonna
went
let
on.
me finish speaking?
War is
Are
messy.
you gonna let me finish? War is
Like you
messy.
did.
And if you're gonna fight against a regime
War
that
is messy.
marches its civilians out in front of infrastructure in lieu of us bombing them, and if that's who you're defending, go fuck yourself, bro. With both fists.
That is
With both
silly
fists
mistake,
up
Dustin.
your ass. Go fuck yourself.
And Dustin, even if any of that was true, which it isn't, I will stress, you're a Christian, aren't you?
And
you're meant
go
to turn
fuck
the other cheek.
yourself with both
You're
fists,
meant to
bro.
turn the other cheek, Dustin.
Go
Jesus
fuck
said that
yourself
you're meant
with
to
both
preach life and
fists.
peace.
Go fuck
So
yourself with
how
both
can
fists.
you, Dustin?
Both of them.
How can you say, Dustin? Oh yes, I will only go to churches that represent my Christian values.
Dude,
I will only
I'm
do
not
this.
even going to entertain
then
this. I'm not even entertaining
why not,
it.
Dustin?
I'm not
Why
even
not?
going to entertain because it's a waste of my time. What?
Why
I
is
don't
it a
owe
waste
you
of
an
your time,
explanation for
Dustin?
anything. Are you going to
Okay,
talk
but
to
I'm
me
asking
about
you a
something I
question.
care about or what? What is this about,
Well,
bro?
Dustin, you said that you don't want your taxpayer money wasted on things, and then I've said, well, here's a big waste of money, the current conflict in Iran. And then you say, well, I don't care because you can't prove it, and blah, blah, blah. And a load of lies.
You didn't hear what I said, bro.
Mistaken.
You didn't hear what I said.
What did you say?
What I
What
said
did you
was
say,
is
Dustin?
I support the things he's taken my tax dollars away from, like LGBTQ
Like
individuals.
schools, poor kids eating meals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Excuse me. So you support what, kids not eating their school lunch because they can't afford it?
I mean,
because the program that was paying for it is
far be it from their parents to have to feed them. Fuck.
Whether or not their parents could or not, Dustin.
Oh,
money
poor
that was
parents.
taken out of
They can't
school.
get along without daddy wallet again.
Wow, you
bro,
are a
fuck
terrible
yourself,
Christian,
bro.
Dustin.
You're not gonna shame
Dustin,
me. You're not gonna shame me, bro. It's not gonna happen.
You've been asked a question, Dustin. The money that has gone towards the things. Oh yes, I support this. Schools feeding the kids their meals. Is that what you support?
I support it.
You know, so you support that. Some kid losing their free meals.
I support parents being responsible for their children. I support
okay, cutting dependency.
I support cutting dependency from my
that leads to kids starving, Dustin. That leads to kids starving.
No, what it leads to is fiscal responsibility,
that's what it leads to.
bro.
No, that leads to children starving, Dustin.
You can
that leads to hungry children.
If you do, bro, I can silence you if I really wanted to. Let me finish what I'm saying. You're gonna let me finish what I'm saying. When people get cut from my wallet, it forces fiscal responsibility. Children going hungry. You didn't give a shit when I was going hungry. Where the fuck were you? Where the fuck were you?
I probably wasn't.
Where the fuck were you, bro? I went hungry lots of times as a kid, bro. Did you ever show up at my house with a
voting Republican then, Dustin?
Go fuck yourself, bro. Go fuck yourself.
If you were hungry, Dustin,
go fuck yourself, bro. Do you have any idea what kind of a life I grew up in? And you're trying to tell me that these people are more needy than anybody else? I'm not even crying about it, bro. You don't hear me crying about
what are you doing now?
What?
You're not crying about it. You're just telling me to fuck myself because I didn't support you.
With both fists.
So that's what
with both fists, bro.
Make it make
sense, I'm not responsible because somebody's fucking making stupid decisions. It's just, dude, you want to hold me responsible and tell me that I have to pay taxes so little Timmy over here can eat. I didn't give birth to little Timmy. I had nothing to do with it. Not
what happened to love my neighbor, Dustin? What happened to love my neighbor? Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor doesn't mean give them everything I have until I have nothing left.
Feed
nobody's going to love me.
It does mean that, Dustin. It does mean feed people.
I don't, whatever, bro. Nobody fed me.
Whatever. Yeah, you're wrong, Dustin.
I appreciate your opinion, dude.
It's not an opinion, Dustin.
Have I answered your questions to sufficiency?
Not particularly. When you said fiscal responsibility, Dustin, if we follow that logic, why should anyone feel sorry for you if you're saying this about other children? You're saying, where were you when I was
feel sorry for me?
I'm
not asking you. I'm telling you, I don't feel sorry for them. That's what I'm saying.
Dustin, Well, then why were you saying to me, or where were you for me when we?
Because I don't fucking care.
said,
it's a moot, irrelevant.
This is an
point.
incoherent.
It's moot and irrelevant. The whole thing's moot and irrelevant. I don't care. You're trying to shame me. You're trying to shame me, and I don't fucking care.
Maybe you should be ashamed, Dustin.
I'm not, dude.
Maybe
I don't even care, bro. What difference would it make if I was everything you wanted me to be? No, so shut the fuck up.
You would be a much happier
shut up. Let's say you made a list of things that I should be, and I followed it directly. What result do you think I should fucking expect? What do you think? What do you think would happen? I know exactly. I would end up in California sniffing my own farts. You're a piece of shit. You have no right judging me. Have I answered your questions to sufficiency?
If you followed a list of I or anyone would make, you'd be a happier, healthier person.
I don't know about
probably
that,
not
bro.
in. Sorry,
you don't know if I'm happy or not.
Are you a happy person, Dustin? Are you a happy person, Dustin?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I got
maybe a little bit. I mean,
bro, do you have any idea what I do all day? Do you know what I do?
Well, from what you post on your channel, like tending to a baseball field, and from what you've said in other streams that I've listened to, some fairly not that great things. I mean, like from what you've described of yourself, it sounds like you've had a few. I mean, you said yourself just now that you've not had a great life and whatever. So, I mean, like, what conclusion should I draw, Dustin?
I don't know. I don't know what you think of me, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you just won't listen.
I've been doing plenty of listening.
I don't think you have. I told you to fuck yourself with both fists. You haven't started yet, bro. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Listen to me.
All right? What are you saying?
Okay. I don't care about somebody else's situation. It has.
Why are you a Christian, then?
It has nothing to do with me. It is none of my business. Okay? I engage with the people that God brings into my life. I keep my circles small because I don't want my responsibilities big. Because I don't have the capability of taking care of myself currently due to several unfortunate circumstances that are very provable. And I don't really care to be shamed or lectured to by the likes of you. So I'm trying to just answer your questions so I can go about the rest of my day. I told you I would make time for you, and I have. I did exactly what I said I was going to do, despite you calling me a bigot. What more the fuck do you want from me?
Dustin, do you see why you've been called a bigot? By not just myself.
No, I don't care. You can call me what the fuck ever you want. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm just a man of my word.
I'm quite glad, to be honest, Dustin. Are you a man of your word?
I am. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I will.
It's a bit curious, Dustin, isn't it? Because in other streams, in other places, you've really asserted yourself as a Christian, but you go on Making Hell Nervous, right? They show that, you're meant to be making hell nervous. And then you say all these things which are completely at odds with religious tenets that you claim are what guides your direction in life and such, right? Like, you should absolutely care that the majority of people you interact with have the same opinion about you, being holding these negative, unpleasant views, these bigoted views. Like, one of members of the show you go on.
Sorry, are you jealous of me or what? What's the deal? Is that jealous? What the fuck are you asking me right now?
I'm asking, Dustin, like, how you can possibly go about your life in the manner you do and claim to be a Christian and claim to have these good values. Making Hell Nervous,
Jesus Christ,
is a show. Jesus Christ,
okay. I'll give you that one. Actually, it's a good point. There is a difference between being saved and being a Christian. And not everybody has the ability to be a Christian. I don't have the ability to follow Christ. Shit. The first two people on the planet were given a simple instruction of leaving a fucking fruit alone, and they couldn't do it. What do you expect?
Do you think that was fair, though?
Huh?
Do you think that was fair? Do you think that was fair?
Now, what difference would it make if I did?
I'm asking you. Do you think
no, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm asking you what you think.
Fair doesn't mean anything.
Fair's an imaginary concept in your fucking
No,
mind.
it's not,
Something-
Dustin.
It's
But I'm asking
something you
you.
were told
Do you
about
think it
Winnie
was
the
fair?
fucking Pooh when you were growing up, bro.
I'm
It was
just asking you a
Thomas the
question,
fucking
Dustin.
tank engine. Like, give me a
It's not
fucking
a trick
break, bro.
question,
There's no
Dustin.
such thing as fair. There's no
It's
such
not a trick
fucking thing as
question,
fair.
Dustin.
Do you think the fucking bird thinks it's fair that they come back to a nest where a snake ate its fucking eggs, bro? Do you think the bird thinks that's fair? Do you think that's
I'm
fair?
asking you, Dustin.
Shut the fuck up.
Asking you a
Life's not
question,
fair.
Dustin. It could be fair, though,
It's
Dustin,
not,
if you
though.
thought about it.
It's not.
But I've asked you a simple question. Do you think it was fair?
No, I don't think anything's fair. What the fuck is fair?
That doesn't. Okay, then do you then have some questions about why that happened? Then
No,
God made
I don't
life
have
unfair.
any questions. It's just it happened.
God made life unfair for Adam and Eve, the first ever humans,
God made
and then
life,
everyone else is now
God made
fallen.
life unfair
Like-
for everyone. Adam and Eve just happened to be the first.
The
What fucking
fun-
difference it makes?
fun
I don't-
existence, huh? We're just
I mean,
everything's
look, hey,
unfair
hey,
inherently.
God had the angels rebel long before humans ever did. I imagine it's possible that God got a thing or two wrong about having a second opinion, but who the fuck would know? I wasn't
Ooh,
there.
that's an interesting. That's interesting, actually, Dustin, because I think that's quite an honest thing to say, that you think God might have got a few things wrong.
I mean,
if
you
believe.
What the fuck difference would it make, bro? Like, literally, look, here's the thing. Look, no, seriously.
Having a conversation, Dustin.
No, here's the thing. Like, if God got something wrong, right? Do you think maybe it would have been on intention? Do you think maybe he knew it was going to be wrong? You know, I don't think he made a mistake.
Well, I mean, you just said he made a few errors, right? So.
Well, I said he got something wrong.
Which would imply that he made a mistake and he got it wrong,
Not necessarily. Right? I can get things. I mean, I could be misremembering things, and the Bible does say that he forgets.
What? What did he forget in the Bible?
He forgets your sins.
He forgets them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't quite say that's what it says, but it's a curious one. I don't think that's quite. But it's a curious one, Dustin, because if we follow this logic, like if we think God got this wrong, why would we then take the word of things that are said elsewhere as, oh yes, this is the immutable truth? Would we not also think that maybe there's something else that might have been wrong, i.e. the passages that have led you to stay away from your church?
There's contradictions in statements based on persons and point of views all over the damn book.
I agree.
That has nothing to do, but that I would expect that because of the inaccuracy of what is known as eyewitness testimony, which you yourself will admit is an issue.
Then, if this is the case, Dustin, if this book is filled with inaccuracies and it's not reliable,
because I take it on faith, because I take it on faith that God was left with imperfect tools to do a perfect job.
But he's God, isn't he?
I mean, what the fuck difference does that make? What difference does that make?
He's all powerful, Dustin.
And
so if he's all powerful and he's made mistakes, and like, what's the is this really what we want to base our whole life on? Someone who's all perfect. So like, let's use an example.
You believe a man can become a woman by simply stating it? Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean? You believe a man can become a woman by virtue of stating it out loud? That's it. Yeah. See, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's insane to me.
Why?
What do you mean? Because there's a law called non-contradiction, bro. But whatever.
What's been contradicted?
If you're born a man, you're not a woman.
How do you know you're born a man?
By the genitals between your fucking legs, bro.
And how do you know that?
What do you mean?
How do you know that? Can you prove that, Dustin?
Oh,
laughing's not proof. Can you prove it, Dustin?
No, I not to your satisfaction, apparently, because you're not asking for proof.
Can you prove it to any satisfaction?
You're not asking for proof, bro. You're asking to be convinced.
I'm asking you for proof, Dustin.
You're asking to be convinced. You're asking me to.
I'm asking you for proof, Dustin.
You're asking me to put on a magic wizard hat and fucking twirl a fucking watch in front of the camera and be like, hocus pocus, you believe me.
No, I'm asking you for proof. Can you provide proof of what you've just said? Because I can.
I mean, proof? Okay, hold on. Wait. What would you accept?
My proof in the chat
what would you
scientific peer-reviewed paper?
Hold on, buddy. Wait a second. Before you start blahing about shit that's irrelevant, what would you accept as proof? What's the criteria here?
Well, firstly, you could actually explain yourself instead of just laughing.
I don't have to explain
secondly,
shit, bro.
Yes, you
I'll start getting more flippant if you ask me to start explaining myself. I don't have to explain.
Why is explaining bad, Dustin?
I mean, I can get downright malignant if you don't fucking like it, bro. Just get to your point.
That is the point, Dustin. If you say, oh, well, this is why I believe this, and someone says why, that's just a basic feature of conversation.
Well, no, you asked me for proof. I countered.
Yes,
I countered with you want to be convinced. Now
that's not an answer to the question, is it?
Well, no, because I need clarification before I answer.
Why do you need clarification?
When you say proof, man, I get the feeling you're looking for something specific.
Yes, I'm looking for proof. At the moment, you've given nothing. I've asked you to explain.
Yeah, I'm not, dude, bro. In the realm of proof, what would you accept? What's acceptable?
As I've said, a reason, firstly, but then secondly, a scientific peer-reviewed paper that supports your claim.
What? That genitals were designated as a sex?
That the thing that proves you're a man are the genitals you're born with. Can you prove that as a scientific fact? And the answer is that you can't, because if you could do that, you would have said anything in response to me a second ago.
I'm just at a loss for words here, because I mean,
yeah, because you can't prove it.
I can think of like
because you can't prove it.
Well, no, are you familiar with botany?
Sorry.
Are you familiar with plants? Are you familiar with botany?
The study of plants, yes.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the pistila and the amygdala?
Somewhat so. I'm not a great botanist, I must admit. Didn't get a best grade at biology, but yeah, go on, continue.
Okay. Well, do you know which part provides the seed and which part provides the fertilization?
Sure. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Well, it has nothing to do with then I don't know what you're going to accept in the way of evidence. I don't know how to explain
peer-reviewed paper would do, Dustin. Which
I have a peer-reviewed paper for this, right? But you're not interested.
Could you put it in the chat, please?
Because you're already dismissing it. So, bro, like I'm going to tell you right now.
You haven't presented it, so how can I dismiss it, Dustin?
You have you said that that's not evidence. You've dismissed it already. I'm not interested.
You haven't shown anything,
I'm not interested in having a conversation with somebody who thinks they already know what the answer is. It's just not worth my time. Now,
you've been asked
have I answered your question? Have I answered your questions to sufficiency?
No, you haven't.
What the fuck else do you possibly want to know?
Well, like, you've literally not every time I try and say, oh, well, could you justify this? Could you say this? You're like, well, I don't know. I don't understand. I therefore can't do it. You're dishonest, which isn't a very good way of responding to much of anything.
You're lucky I'm responding to you at all. You're lucky I even took the time. I could be doing anything else right now. What? Just get to the fucking point, bro. Have you lectured me enough? Have you tried to shape?
You consider it a lecture?
Bro, I'm not interested in your Baphomet fucking cultist fucking bumping particle bullshit. Get the fuck out of here unless you're getting to something important.
It's a bit ironic saying that I'm in a cult, Dustin. But let's go on to the next thing. Then there were a few things I wanted to ask you. The Making Hell Nervous group that you're with, Dustin. It's curious that again, you say all these things about yes, I need no one. I work hard and such. The people you're with there speak to you in a way which suggests that they too have you say you don't like people who aren't honest and such, and people who talk in tongues, so to speak. And then you spend your time with people on a podcast that I would say definitely fit that description, who actually are quite dismissive and reductive of you and such. You constantly, I mean, even on that show we were on the other day, right? Like Jeremiah basically, had to cut you off a few times and then ended the conversation prematurely. And it's like, if this is, you won't go to church because there's a pride flag there, but you'll sit with people who gleefully, say they support Trump and such, and who, have pretty abhorrent views, right? Like they're not, there's an inconsistency, there's a curiosity there. And I'm curious as to why, there's a bizarreness to it, right? Like it's not, it's a curious one. Oh, the chat. So I've not even, Sable has just asked me to, hello Sable in the chat. Hello Kitten, hello Raptor, who else is here? Q's here. Lots and lots. They also seem to share my opinion of this. But yeah, making Hell nervous. What's all that about? Like, what's the situation there, Dustin? Like,
have you ever heard of the Proverbs guys?
Have I heard of Proverbs?
Guys, the Proverbs guys.
The Proverbs guys. What, on YouTube?
Yes.
No, I've not heard of them.
Okay. That would be the answer to your question. Knew Ryan from the Proverbs guys. Ryan went over to Making Hell Nervous. I and Tim more or less hit it off. I thought we were good friends. I still think we're friends. Kind of curious about the status of certain things. And really, honestly, that's none of your fucking business. I'm not answering any questions about Tim.
Why? Has he done something that's...
See, remember how like a few seconds ago when I said I'm not answering any questions about Tim?
Okay, fair enough, Dustin. It's curious that...
I mean, well, you'd have to ask him, right? And I still regard Tim as my friend. And for more or less, I regard Ryan as my friend. And for more or less, I regard Buckingham as my friend. However, I would not hold them to that standard given certain things that I have said recently.
Oh. Well,
no,
Dustin,
it's not as though, like, well, I don't know how to actually say this. So, I you know what? I don't even need to explain myself. You know what I said. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, it's always better to talk, Dustin.
But there's nothing to talk about. Like, you're calling me a bigot. What would I talk to you about?
Talk to me about anything, Dustin. From the sounds of it, you've got things to say.
Oh man, I have funny spots on my penis.
Thank you.
I don't really think you want to talk to me, bro. I don't think you really want to talk to me, Owen. Just do me the favor and stop pretending like you're my friend. Okay, you're talking to somebody who's probably been psychoanalyzed more times than you've had regular conversations with people. Just leave me the fuck alone, buddy. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You're not psychologically prepared. You're not willing to take answers to questions. And
that's not true, Dustin.
You're not listening to me.
I didn't say I was a psychologist, doctor.
Well, I don't know what you are, bro, but you're not lecturing me, and you're not shaming me, and I'm not interested in changing your particular prescription, whichever it is you think is going to save my life. I'm actually not doing too bad. I just ended up in a bad situation.
I mean, Dustin, all I said was, I'm happy to talk. And then you said, you made a comment about your penis.
I said I would make time for you to answer your questions. I have made time to answer your questions, right? I did what I said I was going to do, like I will always do. I'm going to ask you again. Have I answered your questions sufficiently?
No, but I'll come on to a few more before we wrap up. You've made a big point about saying you're not a bigot, Dustin. You're really adamant, like, you keep calling me this, you keep calling me this. I've heard you in the last few days use incredibly racial language, slurs, to other people in your chats. Numerous slurs, racist ones, ableist ones.
What the fuck do you want? Get the fuck out of here. Not you.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Dude. Right. Okay. Yeah, like you've used you use these words, these slurs, which are not, they're not obscure ones. They're obvious. There's not one person who wouldn't know that this is a slur, right? How can you then say, "Oh, well, why are you calling me a bigot? Why are you saying this about me?"
Because it's just a word.
How can?
It's a word.
It's just a word.
It's just a fucking word. Shut the fuck up. It's a word.
Do words have meaning, Dustin?
Yeah, they have a meaning.
So what's the meaning of the word?
So does bigot. So does rapist. So does
child molester. Things, Dustin.
So all these things that I was called. Fuck you. I don't care that I said nigger. Fuck you.
Wow. Well, Dustin, do you think maybe when you live in a society where words have meaning,
I don't care, dude. Yeah, like
you
pedophile, like pedophile. Sorry? Yeah, that word has a meaning too. And I was called a pedophile. So fuck
why were you
you,
called
bro.
That, Dustin?
Fuck you. I'll say what I want to say. I'm not gonna get shamed, bro. You what is it? Do you really think this shaming is gonna do something?
Can I ask why you think I'm shaming you, Dustin?
I don't know what the fuck it is you think you're doing, bro. What is it you think you're doing?
I'm shaming you. If you think I'm shaming you, maybe that's a reflection happening, and that's sort of why.
No, see, like you're
getting this.
You ask a question,
energy,
I give you an answer, then you point to how like it's detestable in some way, bro. I don't need the commentary. Did I answer your question sufficiently?
Well, no, because every time I try and prize a bit.
Every time you try and shame me, I tell you to shut the fuck up. I'm not interested in hearing your opinion. You're here to ask me questions. I'm here to answer. Are you getting the answers or not?
Shame, Dustin. If you feel shame,
no, I don't feel shame, bro. I'm calling you out for your tactic. I'm calling you out for your tactic.
Is a conversation, Dustin.
No, you're trying to tactic, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
People are going to say things about the things you say, and if that gives you a reaction,
dude,
perhaps there's something to that.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Obviously, no?
It's not a reaction. I'm telling you to shut the. I don't care.
But you do care, Dustin, because you don't say this to people are making hell nervous.
No. I'm just at my wit's end with a job that's not ever going to dig me out of my current situation. And the other end of the equation is that if I was to do what it would take to there's no way out of this situation without an unmitigated amount of work that would otherwise defeat the purpose. And why are
no way out of what situation? Sorry, I cut off then, Dustin. What did you say? No way out of what situation?
Bro, holy shit. I'm getting lit up here.
People trying to get. Well, you can let them in as well. I mean,
no, I'm not interested in a bunch of people yelling at me right this second. I'll get into it later. They can call me a bunch of names. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. I don't care, dude. What are you trying to get at here, man? Could you just skip to the end? Get to the point. What are you trying to say? You want me to be a better person? Why?
Well, for one, people being better people is nice. Like, we feel happier. It's a better world we live in if everyone tries to.
What if I disagree on what you think is better? What if I think I'm better?
Then I would ask why. Are you better right now? Like, is this how you want to live your life? Like, just shouting at people online?
I've had more clarity.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I've had more clarity in the last year, right? And I genuinely do think I'm better because I'm not bowing down to what your opinion of okay is. I'm not going to let you make me think that I'm doing something wrong because I'm not playing your version of nice. Go fuck yourself. Okay. I am not going to play by your rules. I'm just done. Go fuck yourself, bro. Go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself with both fists.
Like, we all have is, and you say lots of things online. We've heard.
I mean, could you be more obvious, bro? Is that a question? Yes, we have ears.
So you cut me off before I could actually say.
Because I want a question. You're bullshitting me again. What is your question?
How am I bullshitting you, Dustin?
Because I want to know what your question is. Start in the form of a question.
So, you're saying like all these things, right? But there's a dissonance. There's a divide between what you say here. Oh, I don't care,
with you
and what you've got. Sorry. With
you, you're having a dissonance. Are you telling me what's going on in my head? Are you telling me that I'm a dissonant with myself?
No, Dustin. Do you know what dissonance means?
Yes, I do.
What does it mean?
It's like cognitive dissonance. You have an issue, or you have an apparent conflict with something that you're thinking.
Yeah, good. Yeah, a conflict. Yeah, good. A conflict. So you say here, I'm fine, I'm at peace, I understand myself better. But we've heard, over the last few streams,
who the fuck is we?
And some of the stuff you said, we, the sort of collectively, right? So me, and the audience listening in right now, and other people who have been on the other streams and such. There's people who have seen and heard the things you've said in the last few streams, who maybe don't,
with zero consequence, I might add.
Sorry, well,
with zero consequence.
I mean, I don't know if that's entirely true, Dustin.
What's the consequence, bro? I went to work today. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I went to work last night.
Well, Dustin,
where I slept last night didn't change. What fucking consequence? I slept like a baby, knowing that Raptor knows where I sleep at night. He's never gonna come see me. He's never gonna do shit.
I
am not worried.
This is what I mean. Like you're really fixated on one person, but you also called some pretty horrific language, right? Like you've harassed him. Well, there's a consequence to that, Dustin.
What is it?
I mean, I don't need to spell it out for you. Like,
what's the consequence?
When
you don't like me?
Treating people in a
you already didn't like me. None of these people liked me anyway. What the fuck?
Dustin, now you've said and done things which are a bit more than just dislike. They're things that could get you in actual trouble at some point in your life.
How?
Well, let's just think, Dustin. I mean, is it socially acceptable to say?
I don't give a fuck.
Is it?
I don't give a fuck. And there's a growing number of people that don't. I think that's your issue. I really do. I think that I was bold enough to say it to your fucking face. I was bold enough to say it to Raptor's face and tell him where I sleep at night. And you know that nothing's going to happen. I think that's the problem here. I think it's the fact that I was able to say what I wanted to say, and you don't have any recourse whatsoever. There's not a fucking thing you can do to me. Nothing.
Are you sure that's true, Dustin?
Please, bring it the fuck on, dude. Bring it the fuck on. Do something. Do something.
Dustin.
Do something, motherfucker. Do something. Do something or shut the fuck up. Stop running your mouth
shouting now. You've got to think a bit like a chess game, Dustin.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about your moves, bro. I'm not worried about it. You're not talking to somebody who has something to lose. I'm not worried about it.
I mean, do you think that might say a bit more about yourself? You've got nothing to lose, maybe, because...
Yeah, it should make you a little more leery about who you're fucking with. Because it's not a good idea to start a fight with somebody who has nothing to lose.
It's just not smart. A fight with you, Dustin?
I mean, whoever the fuck wants to, I'm ready. Go ahead, bring the consequences, bro. Bring the consequences. I said what I said. I stand by it. You're not going to shame me into apologizing for it? Lick my fucking nuts, bro. Have I answered your questions sufficiently?
No, Dustin, you haven't answered my questions.
Okay, what else do you want to know?
So, you're on, like I was trying to say a second ago, you're on Making Hell Nervous. You're preaching the good word, the gospel. And then, you're, as you've just said, you don't care that you call people slurs. You're happy to be racist to people. But you say, oh, yes, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in all these things. God said all humans are equal in his image. So why would you then use slurs? Why would you intentionally go out of your way to pick out a characteristic about Raptor and about other black people like myself?
For the love of God, I didn't intentionally do shit. Shut the
Yes,
fuck
you
up,
did,
bro. I
Dustin.
said something you don't like.
How can you say you?
I
How
said
can you say you
something
didn't
you don't like,
intentionally
bro.
do
Let's just
something,
be real
Dustin?
about it. I said a word you didn't want to hear come out of my mouth,
That
and
is the
there's
most
nothing you
cowardly
can do
stuff.
about
You were
it.
telling me.
There's
You
not
were
a
telling me you
fucking
didn't. Dustin,
consequence.
you were telling me.
Zero
Dustin.
consequence.
Yeah, cool. You were telling me that you don't speak in tongues, Dustin. Now you're saying, oh, yes, well, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I was just saying words. Like, that is speaking in tongues. You know what you were doing. You literally, there are thousands of insults.
Is that a fucking question? Is that a question?
Dustin.
Are you
Dustin,
trying to shame me
you
or
know
what,
what you were
bro?
doing.
I don't care.
What, sorry?
I don't
can't hear what
care.
you're saying.
Huh?
But you do care, Dustin. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said earlier about being a bigot.
Oh,
you know,
you're insane, dude.
the fact
Ask
that
me
this
a question
dictates.
or get the dude. I am running out of patience here. Are you gonna ask me a question or what?
I did just ask you a question.
What?
Dustin. The question was about making Hell nervous and the stuff you say on there and the contrasts to that. Yeah, how you speak to others. Do you think you're a liar, Dustin?
Oh, I know I'm a liar. I'm probably 10 times.
You know you're a liar.
I'm 10 times the liar you are. I could lie to you all day. You would never fucking know it.
Okay, Dustin. But does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. No, not even.
So then why do you care then about some elements of your religion and not other? Like why do like gay people or trans people get your bug up, but then just being a blatant liar and admitting to it proudly is like, oh yes, I'm fine with this, even though that's very clearly not very clearly a major part of Christianity.
I'm so confused right now. Do you think that that my being a Christian means that I'm trying to hold myself to a perfect standard?
Well, I mean, you would think so, given that you're
why would you think that?
LGBTQ stuff.
Why would you think that? Give me a proper. What the fuck are you talking about?
So you're a Christian.
Why would that mean I hold myself to an impossible standard? Why?
Well, you're meant to try and be a better person.
I
given
do.
Your own 10 commandments. You said the real fixation with very specific bits of the Bible that you've misunderstood, right? Like the LGBTQ stuff. And then you're just saying things like, oh yes, I don't care about being a better person. I don't care about a massive liar.
You are just trying to shame me.
What? And you just saying this again as well, Dustin. Like, it's really
annoying.
Bizarre.
I agree. You're just annoying. How do you get seriously? How do you get to this point in life? What kind of people had to put up with you?
Sorry?
You heard me.
I didn't hear you, Dustin.
What type of people allowed you to develop into this kind of a person? Where you literally think, look, I am left with no, listen to what I'm saying. I am left with no other conclusion but to think you have some opinion that you can, I don't know, say words at me and somehow improve me. What is it? What is it?
Given you said earlier,
fuck do you think? I mean, seriously, I'm going to ask you this question again. If you made a list of things that I was to do for like the next 5 years, what could I expect from following that fucking list? Not a fucking thing. You are a moron. You couldn't work your way out of a fucking wet paper bag. I'd put money the fuck on it, bro. If there was ever a situation where the power went out, your ass would be sniffing your own asshole, trying to figure out where the fuck you are, and with no food.
Your back can't bend.
On the other hand, I know about the ocean. I know how to live off a kelp. If the power went off tomorrow, I'd hardly fucking notice. I'd hardly notice.
You know the ocean.
Yeah.
You're gonna grow gills and just like descend back into the sea.
Do you know what kelp is? Are you familiar with
what? Sorry?
Are you familiar with kelp? Do you know that it has everything? Do you know that it has every essential nutrient and amino acid to sustain the human body? You know that?
I mean, Dustin, what I have is a community that I can go to.
Bro, what you have is a bunch of dick-sucking faggots who will sell you down the river the very first chance they have the opportunity.
Oh dear, Dustin.
Me, on the other hand,
I mean, if there are
you know what? I got something more important right now. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Hello?
Dustin.
Hey, there he is. All right, Owen. Is this Owen? Why do I get the feeling this isn't Owen? You there? Hello? Owen, you there? Did I don't remember me?
Hey, so how does it feel being owned by just a complete British dude?
I don't know.
With your mouth agape over there.
What the fuck? Bro.
So you muted yourself, Dustin,
gonna,
by the way. Just so you're aware, because you're just bad at this.
Are you going to come fight me or what, bro?
I mean, I was in your area. Dustin, why are you across the street from a woman's shelter?
What? What are you talking about?
The address you gave me the other day puts me in the middle of the road between a gas station, a Safeway,
dude,
and a woman's
Everett
shelter.
Auto Clinic, you fucking retard. Come say hi to
me, bro. That's not the address you gave me, Dustin.
I'm pretty sure it was. I mean,
no, it was not.
You fucking retard. The numbers on
wow,
the bro,
does it make you feel good to say slurs?
Bro,
hey, Dustin,
are we gonna fight
consequences are consequences only if you get your ass kicked, Dustin?
Bro, dude, I have zero consequences.
Okay, but is that only when consequences matter when you get your ass kicked?
I'm not worried about it, bro. There's nothing you're gonna do.
Why?
You're not gonna do a fucking thing. You're not gonna do a fucking thing because you're not gonna do it.
Why?
Like I said when I first.
Why do you think this, Dustin?
Nothing's gonna happen, bro.
Okay, why do you think this though?
Because you're a bitch.
Why? Why do you say this?
You're not gonna do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's really struggling to be a cracker with nothing going on in your life.
You're not gonna do anything. I'm not interested.
Yeah, you are just another. Not even.
I think this is missing mod. You're not missing mod. Hello? Okay, I'm just gonna kick you out. Are you missing mod? I think you're missing. I think you're missing nut job.
That's weird.
I'll remove you. Fuck out of here. Reject. All right, look, Owens. Look, bro. I'm giving you like 5 more minutes, and then I'm out of here. Is this Owen? Damn, there's a lot of Owens.
So you are absolutely just a pathetic cracker. It's okay. I understand.
You come fight me and find out.
I know you really.
Hello. What's all this then, governor? It's me, your best mate, Owen.
What the fuck am I doing?
From England. I did not like it when you called me the N-word.
So?
I'm very chuffed about your racism.
Wait a second. Is this Owen? It's not Owen. Bro.
Hey, I know you're running from everybody. Why is that, Dustin? You really want to fight?
Nobody, bro.
You really want to fight people, but you're just being a...
Shut the fuck up. This isn't Owen.
Hey, Dustin, why are you a pedophile?
What? What's that?
Why are you a pedophile?
Why am I a pedophile? Does that?
Yeah, why are you a pedophile?
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, you are a pedophile.
I'm a pedophile. That's interesting. What's your
Yeah.
name?
That's very
me?
rude to that,
Yeah,
mate.
what's your name?
Even though it's
Me? You can call me Kitten.
Okay, later. All right. You guys are fucking boring. Wow, look at this. Okay, you guys are done. Peace out.